Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be you won and may not even know it. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So, I put on a smile right there to let you know that this thumbnail is completely accurate. You may have already won, you just don't know it yet. And what that means is, for the veterans on the channel, first of all, please drop comments below. For the people that perhaps the narcissistic relationship has ended recently, this will probably take you a few times to watch to understand exactly what my message is, but this is a message of hope, of inspiration, of prosperity, of growth, of abundance, of coming through the fire and rising through the ashes like a phoenix. In other words, it's a message of success, of encouragement, inspiration, healing, and fortitude. Digging into this, when you are in the narcissistic relationship, anything, each and every day, it doesn't feel like you're winning. It feels like you're being drained, and the life force, your life force, is slowly being insidiously extracted from you. Again, your resources were taking a hit. If you're in the relationship, they are still taking a hit, I can assure you, which means your sleeping patterns, your health, your social circle, your status, your finances, your emotional stability. Everything's taking a hit in the narcissistic relationship because that's how the relationship is set up. It's set up to extract and to take away from unsuspecting individuals like you. Now, I'm not trying to trigger you or upset you. I'm just letting you know when you're in the relationship, you may think that because you got one day out of 30 of stability, one day of perhaps a euphoric stage or a good day without drama, that you feel like you're winning. You're not. You weren't, and you never will be as long as you're in that relationship. Remember, the narcissist constructs these relationships to weaponize your resources against you. Please play that again. It's a fact. They figure out what makes you work. In other words, how you operate. They play on your past, they play on your present, and they certainly play on the future faking. What I mean by all that is they're always trying to tear you down. They're not trying to build you up. They're not trying to love you or support you or give you encouragement. They're trying to take away your resources. They're trying to have you doubt yourself. The narcissists, remember, they want you isolated. They don't want you believing in yourself. They don't want you believing that you can do things without them. They want you relying on the narcissist. That's exactly why many times when you go to the store, the grocery store, to pick out a certain item, or you book an airline ticket or a hotel or things, and you're in a narcissistic relationship, these things will always be questioned. Why did you buy that kind of peanut butter? Why are we in business class? We should be in first class. Why is the hotel room in the middle of all the other rooms? Why isn't it in a corner overlooking the ocean? Things like that. And then when you do what they wanted you to do, the next time they'll flip the script on you. Why are we sitting on the corner overlooking the ocean? We should be in the middle with everybody else, just an average room. Or that peanut butter you bought, what are you talking about? I don't even like that peanut butter. Examples. So getting back to the thumbnail, you won already, you may not know it though. And what that means is, post-narcissistic relationship, once this relationship ends, first of all, you're gonna have a mountain of healing to do, a mountain of inner work to do. You're gonna have to put yourself back together, but through journaling, through possibly seeing a therapist, through meditating, through healing childhood wounds, through watching videos, through reading. You're gonna have to understand a lot of information. And remember, the healing path is not linear. It takes time, but in your time, you will heal if you take the necessary steps and drown out the narcissist when you're ready, which means block them, go no contact, delete all flying monkeys and people associated with the narcissist. Now, I understand that many people can't do that because perhaps the narcissist is a parent or a sibling or a neighbor, whomever it is. In that case, utilize gray rock. But when you finally get the message that you don't need the narcissist and you actually understand precisely how small they really are, that's when you understand that you already won. You just didn't realize it yet. Why I say that is, remember on the channel I mentioned frequently, life is not a competition. It shouldn't be, at least. Life should be an adventure. Each and every day we should be exploring this planet and creating, building, learning, growing, teaching if we can, but becoming awakened and aware. These are things the narcissist doesn't want you to know. What the narcissist wants you to do is they want you to become reliant upon them for everything from the clothes you wear to your hair color, to who you speak with or don't speak with, to your beliefs. This is exactly on purpose. It's how the narcissist keeps you locked away for them exclusively, and it's how they isolate you from your support systems, which include your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, people in organizations and or communities or groups that you were a part of. And my hope is you're getting back into doing those things. The narcissist takes away your hobbies, etc. They have you living in the narcissistic trance-like fog, being devalued each and every day, having you doubt yourself. Narcissist never wants you to figure out who they are, first of all, but they also want to believe that they are winning, that they are controlling you, that they're keeping you under that water, and they're not allowing you to catch your breath for a breath of fresh air is what I'm trying to say. When the discard happens, if that's what happened with you, or if you ended the relationship yourself, either way, after you've healed or you are well on the healing path, you will get this message that the thumbnail mentions, which is you already won. You may not know it yet, though. And what that means is you are now narcissist free. The narcissist that you are thinking of, or the narcissist, or plural narcissists in the past relationship or ships, these people are now in the past. You now see through the mask. You see who they are. You see what little substance they have to themselves. You see how shallow they are. You see how they needed you. Now keep in mind, this is a big one for people to wrap their head around. You don't need the narcissist. Think about this. You may have thought that you did, I did, but you don't. What you need is drama-free. You need individuals that can support you and help build you up and help you get from where you are to where you want to be. You need like-minded people, people that love you and that care about you and that want to enrich your experience on this planet called Earth. The narcissist is none of those people. The narcissist is a person who simply wanted to extract all of your resources, including your time. They wanted to have you working for them. I say that literally and figuratively because many times your role in the narcissistic relationship is to provide shelter or to provide stability, financial stability, or to raise the kids, or to create kids, or to loan the narcissist money, or to have the narcissist co-sign a loan for the narcissist and you're on the hook for it. There are so many reasons why these individuals look for empaths or people who don't have the wisdom on narcissism to take from. But remember, the tide is turning. And for you, my hope the tide has already turned and you understand now not only who the narcissist is and that you want nothing to do with them, but more importantly, how powerful and strong you are. You see, you've always been the bright shining light. You've always been the beacon of hope and reasonability. You've always had that magnetic energy. You've always had people drawn to you. And yes, for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship with the narcissist tried to extinguish your energy. They try to keep you repressed. They try to keep you down, vibrating low where they vibrate. And you know what? It worked. Until when? That's right, until it didn't work, until you finally saw through the mask. You finally researched poor behavior or spouse won't talk to me or not being loved. If whatever you did, you Googled it or you typed it in YouTube, and lo and behold, here you are. And you understand now you are a beautiful individual. You have so much to offer. What you offered in the past to the narcissist was you being authentic and genuine. You were just being you. Had you known that you were being manipulated, you would not have entered the relationship and or certainly not stayed in it. But remember, most likely you had to break the trauma bond. You had to break that zombie-like, trance-like state where you listened to the narcissist. You did what they wanted, when they wanted, and with whom you wanted, because you believed that that was the easiest road, or that they were going to throw you some breadcrumbs of hope. Truth of the matter is, you need to be free. You need to be living your best life, narcissist free. So my hope is that you have either conquered the narcissist, you are on your way to doing so, you've broken the trauma bond, you've let go of past relationships, whether those individuals remove themselves or you had to do it yourself. Anyone that is associated with the narcissist must go, unless you completely, implicitly trust them, but that's for a different video. You won already, you just don't know it. As the thumbnail mentions, when you actually put the narcissistic relationship in the past and time has passed and you've healed properly and you're now living your best life, and I don't say that, I say that very strongly, meaning many of us are doing that. The point being, this is when you understand that there is a higher purpose for you. and that in fact you did have to go through that relationship to get to where you are in time, right here, right now with me. So whether you're consuming this video when you're going to bed, you're waking up, you're on an airplane, you're on a train, you're in a car ride, you're in class, you are at work, good job if you are, you're getting the wisdom, you're getting the education, you're becoming awakened and aware, and you understand the message loud and clear. You won. You've conquered this narcissistic relationship, or you're on your way to doing so. Again, as I mentioned previously in the video, relationships aren't meant to be conquered. They're not meant to be manipulated. Relationships are meant to be healthy and to build people up. And usually that's what happens in relationships. However, in a narcissistic relationship, it is a one-way relationship that doesn't end well for the non-narcissistic individual, which in this case is you. That's why you have to close the chapter on these people, get the education, get the wisdom, couple it with your experience, and begin to move forward. And when you do so, you will see that there are so many doors that open up for you. All the possibilities that you've ever dreamt of will appear in front of you. And you will have options whether to decide to open any or all of these doors. But what you will have now are options. You no longer will be repressed. You no longer will be in the zombie-like state, listening and being subservient to the narcissist, because they're now gone. Now again, I want to say this. Many times post-relationship, and certainly throughout the relationship, you believe that you're on the same path as the narcissist. Again, you didn't know what narcissism was, you do now. And you thought that the narcissist had your best interest at heart because they threw a few breadcrumbs of inspiration at you, which were completely fake and hollow. Now you're understanding what real inspiration is about, and you're understanding that real relationships can be built, cultivated, developed, and grown, and that it counts on a reciprocal relationship, which means you give and the other person takes, and the other person gives and you take. It's healthy. There's no manipulation, there's no questioning, there's no wondering, there's no little groups or bubbles of people popping up from years gone by. In other words, you're not in a relationship now with an individual who needs narcissistic supply. They need to be on their smartphone 24/7, and they keep their word. So that's a lot to unpack, but you won already, you just didn't know it. You may not know it. What that means is when you've healed, you will feel lighter. You will not have to think about all the cumbersome parts of the narcissistic relationship. You won't have to be listening to the drama. You won't have to be being gaslit or stonewalled or given the silent treatment or experience rage fits and things like that. What you will do is have peace, calmness, serenity. You will have a projected path to be headed for. What that means is you'll now have goals that you want to accomplish, places you want to visit, friendships you want to strike up, romantic relationships that you will enter, building a business, taking a class, teaching a class, reading a book, writing a book. The world is yours when you are narcissist free. And when you understand this, that's when you have won. You see, just by consuming this video from beginning to end, I can already assure you you've won. And I know that, and I can prove it, and I will prove it right now. Because you're spending your time wisely, you're getting wisdom, you're understanding that through my real life experience, you too are getting stronger each and every day. The more you drown out the toxic narcissistic rhetoric, and the more you believe in yourself, and you start to take action and heal and learn and develop and grow, the stronger you become. And that is something that the narcissist tried to extinguish. Remember that they didn't want you living your best life. They wanted to plug you in and unplug you and use you and manipulate you. But now they can't do that, can they? No, they can't. So I will tell you this before I close the video. You have already won if you are at the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference. If you're on your way and you've blocked the narcissist, or you are understanding just exactly that they are a coward and a bully and they're a manipulator, that's another good thing. If you're healing and or well on the healing path, continue moving forward each and every day and understand your value. Because I can assure you, in the narcissistic relationship, the narcissist told you not so good things. They didn't build you up. They didn't listen to you. They didn't pay attention to you. What they did is they kept you on the sidelines while they were getting supply from other sources. In other words, you were never heard. Now you're being heard, and now you're becoming the best version of yourself possible. So get the message, everybody. Either you've already won, you're well on your way to winning, or you will win in the future. But the path to winning, I will tell you right now, is to leave the narcissist in the past. Understand they won't change, they can't change. They don't want you living your best life. They want to keep you in that trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, where you cannot get unstuck. That's where they want you. So understand the message. And by the way, don't accept a Hoover. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. Wherever you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, you guys. And you are all winners. And I was smiling in the beginning because it is so true. When you get the message, you are amazing. Don't let anybody ever keep you down. Continue to believe in yourself. Shine bright. Become the best version of yourself. If not now, when? I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye.